Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am here today with Evie, Parsa, and Jasser, and Happy New Year 2025, boys, okay? 2025 is going to be the year of the podcast. We are going to be hitting those numbers that we want and hopefully success for us and for all our viewers as well. We wish you the best 2025, health, success, and whatever your heart desires, honestly. So I'm super excited to start off the year with you guys, and because it is the new year, we are going to be doing our combined 11s, our team of the year, basically, for 2024, okay? You can do it in different ways. You can do like the full year if you want. You can take into, I guess you are going to be taking into account the season that we are in currently as well. If you want to take a little bit of 2023, I guess you can. Depends. But we are going to be going through position for position and basically compiling our combined 11 at the very end, okay? After the combined 11, we are going to be doing 3 awards as well. So we're going to be doing for 2024, best player, best under 21 player, and best manager. Without further ado, boys, let's get right into it, okay? So we are going to be starting off with goalkeeper, okay? So goalkeeper, Evie, who was your goalkeeper?
I have Ederson just because of what he won. I was thinking of Alisson as well, but I know he's not playing much right now. I know he's injured, so couldn't think of anyone other than Ederson for like just health-wise and also accolades.
True. Interesting. Damn, I didn't think anyone would have Ederson. I can't lie. But Jasser, who was your goalie, I guess? And
I put in Emi Martinez simply just because he won the best goalie award. So I think he deserves a spot. So it's him.
True.
Simply just because of that, yeah.
I'll be honest, I think goalie was like a little bit lackluster overall. I don't think there was like a clear favorite. I was initially thinking of Emi Martinez as well, just because he did win the award. I think he had a decent season last season, but this season, not the best. It's not only due to him. Like I was looking at the stats as well, but Aston Villa have like shit stats overall in defense, like shots conceded and stuff like that. So because of that, I actually went for David Raya. I think he's been solid this season. Last season as well, he was pretty solid. Arsenal, I believe they had the best defensive record last season, right? And even this season, they're doing pretty well overall. Initially, when he came in as well, like a lot of people were saying, "Yo, is he going to be able to take Ramsdale's place?" Because Ramsdale was doing pretty decent as well for Arsenal, and they were questioning Arteta for bringing him in. But like so far, he's been a solid pair of hands in the back, I would say. But yeah, I opted for him. And then Parsa, who did you go for?
Well, I actually thought about your point because you said there was no one crazy last season, so I changed my mind about who I originally had. You're right. There was like nothing crazy last season, like goalies, nothing like spectacular. But also like Alisson and Courtois, my top choices, have been injured here and there. So I just want to give someone their flowers. I'm going with De Gea because he was off for so long, bro. No, I'm serious. He wasn't playing for so long. He came back to Fiorentina. He was actually been decent at Fiorentina, bro.
That's only 3 months into account.
No, that's the thing, bro. It's like the options there. It's like the elites have been injured, or they haven't consistently played. So I'm kind of like purely going with this.
You're just going with this season then?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm a United fan too, so I always rated De Gea. So
if you're doing the whole year of 2024.
Yeah, 2024.
Like, Man City have dropped Ederson
many
times recently, bro. Like I think Ederson's been piss poor this year. Like let me be real with you guys. He's been really bad. That's why I didn't even consider.
Even last year, didn't Ortega make that save?
Ortega made a lot of different.
Ortega saved them against Spurs, bro.
I mean, I don't know if that's a save, but that was a shit shot.
I'll change my thing to Raya as well, though. I forgot about him. He's actually a good shout.
Oh, respect. That is to David Raya. So David Raya is officially our goalkeeper of 2024. Now, from goalkeeper, we are going to be going to right back, okay? Parsa, who'd you have for your right back?
I had Trent.
Trent, did you base that off of this season only as well?
Mostly this season. Last season would have been Carvajal, the obvious choice. People, even people saying that he could have gotten a Ballon d'Or because he was incredible with Spain, incredible with Madrid. Just consistent across the board, man. Like, especially at that age, he was really flexing the experience that he had. But like I said, like I've always said, Trent just adds that like extra dynamic of playmaking abilities that really adds to any team. So there's not many people that can do what he does in that position. It's like a CM who can like plays on the wing and is defending. It's kind of weird, but yeah, more so this season, more so gearing towards this season's performance.
Fair. Jasser, who was your right back for?
Mine was Dani Carvajal. Like honestly, he's just as you guys are saying, he's a Ballon d'Or candidate. He won the Euros of Spain, won the Champions League, Real Madrid. He only got injured in like October as well, so it's not like he's been out like all of the season as well. So it's like only if last few months he's missed. But if you take into account January till October and even the season before, he was the best right back in the world. I don't think there's any argument there. So plain and simple, it's Carvajal.
And then Evie, who was yours?
I have Carvajal as well. Pretty much what's been said. Like Jas was saying, he had a great season, and I think like the Euros performance like cemented that for me. So I think it's Carvajal.
I initially had Carvajal as well. The only thing is, I did take into factor injuries. Me personally, I know, like you said, it's only been October, but like he's been out for what? What is that? Like it was beginning of October, so October, November, and December. That's 3 months. That's like 1/4 of the year, right? So I personally took that into account. I can understand why you didn't, but I went for Kounde actually. My choice was Kounde. I think he's been solid this year. I think at the Euros as well, he had a very good, decent campaign. This season so far, he's been doing good. He's had like 1 or 2 errors, but like that's pretty common. Like no player is gonna have errors. Is not gonna have errors at the end of the day. Trent was up there as well for me overall.
Because of Trent.
What?
I wanted that tiebreaker for the fans to decide this one.
For Carvajal or Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah, but bro, like it could honestly
Because
it
Kounde's
could be
bad going up, bro. You
Bro,
complain
Kounde's
about
been
it, like,
pretty bad this season though.
no,
Yeah,
he's
like,
had like a couple
you
of
complain
games, bro, but
too.
overall he's been good. Overall he's been good, bro. Overall he's been good. He's had a couple of games or whatever. That brother got 3 assists in the Champions League, bro.
Would you take Araujo over him in that right back position?
No.
I think they're gonna play
Araujo.
Araujo at center back. No,
Araujo.
that's the plan.
Araujo's gonna be center back, and then Kounde like honestly, Kounde's been consistent this year, bro. Like I have to be honest, like even for France as well, like even Aris can vouch for this. I remember like talking to him about it. He was like, "Yo, Kounde was doing pretty well," and he has. So like I said, for me, it was between Carvajal and Kounde. If Carvajal wasn't injured, I would edge it to Carvajal, me personally. And like, there's no bias
Bro,
or
but
anything.
like you wouldn't
but
take
because of the
Trent
injury,
at Barca right now?
I would. Obviously, I
Would
would.
you replace him with Kounde?
Yeah, I would.
So
I
that's
would.
what I'm
I
saying,
would
it's
take
like-
Trent. Yeah, but like I have to take into consideration the competitions that they played, everything, the Euros as well. Trent didn't play in the Euros, right? I have to take that into consideration. He barely played for them in the Euros, no?
Fair enough.
So, and then last year they weren't even in the UCL, Liverpool, bro, right?
No.
So like I have to take that into consideration, at least when I'm doing mine. If he moves to Madrid, mans are gonna be saying this is bias before the move happened or anything like that. But me personally, bro, like speaking of Trent, because we're on it, I'm not saying this as a Barca fan, but I don't understand any reason why you would want to leave Liverpool right now. Me personally, at Liverpool, he's literally probably top 3 players that they have on the team, bro. At Madrid, you don't know if that's gonna be the case. Like we'll see. Like
yeah, it doesn't make sense. He has more to lose with the move, in my opinion. I mean, he's kind of like already going down as the best right back at this age in EPL history, and there's not like a whole lot of competition in that position. But still, like I mean, that's like he's going down as the best right back of Liverpool, EPL, Englishman history, and he has so much more to prove. So
Well,
maybe I don't know.
He's going to Real Madrid because of like contractual issues, right? They can't agree on something, like they can't agree on
I
a
don't
wage
buy
or
that,
something
bro.
like that.
I don't know.
They're
If
not
Salah's
offering him
leaving-
because think about it, they need to get Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and they need to get Trent, all contracts, right? So
Yeah, one has to
you
leave.
don't
I
have that
guess.
much money. You can't just give them all the contracts they want. They have to sacrifice one of them, and
Yeah,
I
but
guess
would
that's
you
Trent.
I would rather let Salah leave than
Ah,
let
I
Trent
don't know,
leave
man.
on a free.
It's very
Trent's
difficult,
on a free,
bro.
bro. He's like
Salah-
25, 26 years old.
Salah is arguably the best player in the world right now.
That's the most replaceable, I would say.
Trent is the most replaceable. 'cause
Salah's the
they
best
have-
in the world,
they,
bro.
They at least have Bradley as well, which is pretty decent, you know. Like, but Trent, bro, leaving on a free, like I was asking you guys as well. Like, if he leaves on a free, is that snake moves for you guys technically? Like, think about it. Like, if it was your United Academy boy coming up, you know. And then literally he has the chance to renew and then make some money for you guys, but he decides to go on a free. Is that considered a snake move? In my opinion,
I
it
would
is,
say
bro.
so. I mean, you already have enough money to like feed your grandchildren.
So then I think another way of looking at it is I think Trent could also feel a little bit hard done by, is because as you said, like he's an academy player who's like gone up the system and everything, and now Liverpool have had to make a decision between Virgil van Dijk, Salah, and Trent, and they're choosing to sacrifice Trent. So it's like he must feel like, oh, I'm this academy lad who's been doing so well for Liverpool, and they're not offering me the contract that I want. So that's
Yeah,
one way to look at it as well. Yeah.
Especially when they were looking to offload Salah last year, right? Like to Saudi for like a lot of money.
Wasn't that the same issue that you guys have with Donnarumma then?
Yeah, and he's a snake, bro. Fuck that guy.
So Trent would be a snake as well then, regardless.
From
By
a
that
Liverpool
logic.
fan perspective,
Yeah.
I would say yes, but also like the team's doing good. Like when Donnarumma left for a free, the team was not doing good, and we needed the money. So You gotta take that into consideration too.
There you
Like,
go.
if you're leaving for free when the team obviously needs like income to like rebuild itself.
I feel like Liverpool needs the money as well, bro. Liverpool isn't a team that like goes
Yeah, I
out and
think they need to
spends.
make a sale for sure, because I don't think they've like, again, like they didn't make Champions League last year, right? So I don't know. So this season might be like the point for them to actually like get some finances in order, which is why maybe they were considering selling Salah, because they didn't have
But
like
they win a title, they get some extra revenue from that, right?
Yeah, of course.
yeah, they do.
So
Of course, yeah. But yeah, if he does move to Madrid, I will always remember the interview that he had regarding Barcelona. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, so to Dani Carvajal. Dani Carvajal is our right back for the 2024 year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go from right back. We are going to go to left back. Okay, so left back, Evie, who did you have in as your left back?
For left back, I had Grimaldo, just because obviously he was really good last year for Leverkusen, and I don't think there's been any like competition for that left back spot this year. Again, just like seems like the safe bet for me.
Jasser, you had the same, I assume?
No, I had Luke Shaw. No, I'm kidding. No, I have Grimaldo as well. Yeah, as Evie said, Leverkusen year was absolutely insane. His stats were unbelievable. He should have been ranked a bit higher in the Ballon d'Or rankings as well, to be fair, because he had a really good season. But yeah, Grimaldo. Grimaldo's a choice. Yeah.
Parsa, who'd you have?
same as the above. I don't think I don't think there was anyone else. I was thinking of Teo Hernandez because he's just like.
I'm surprised Evie didn't say it, Teo.
He's been asked this year. I didn't know.
But he's like, I don't know, that Milan team hasn't been great in general. Bayer Leverkusen still decent, still great. They still play well. I mean, not like last season, obviously, but they're still like not that like they're not like Milan level or like something like that. They have like they're kind of off form, but you know they're not like, what are you guys, ninth place now, bro?
About us, man. But yeah, they also just beat Inter in the Champions League.
So that's our first player that we have unanimous. I went for Grimaldo as well, bro. Like last year, tore it up. I'm pretty sure he had like 15 goals and 15 assists or something like that, bro. I swear. And then this season as well, he doesn't have those numbers, but he has decent numbers. I think he was a deserved winner. Okay, well, yeah. Grimaldo is our left back for the 2024 season. Now we are going to go to our CB partnership. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one, I feel like, because it can go all over the place. All right, so for CB duo, I am curious. Jasser, who did you have for your CB partnership?
I had Virgil van Dijk and Antonio Rudiger. Those are my two center backs. Rudiger more based off last season because, like, again, Madrid won pretty much like almost everything. He was fantastic for Madrid, and obviously I don't think his performances have been as good as last season, but he's still been like solid. And this year, Virgil van Dijk's just been a freaking rock. Like, I absolutely hate seeing this guy doing that well, but like can't deny it. He's unbelievable. He's genuinely unbelievable. So Virgil van Dijk and Rudiger for me. When Virgil van Dijk's in this form, their midfielders, their forwards, they can all just be calm because they know they got big Verge in the back. Let's be real. Yeah.
Evie?
I have Van Dijk as well, but I had Ruben Diaz. So obviously, like, I know recency bias might make me think about Rudiger.
That boy ass.
No, Ruben Diaz won the treble, and even when he was playing for Portugal, I remember
But that was like 2 years ago.
What treble, bro? They didn't win the treble.
They won the treble like 2 years ago.
Oh, sorry, they won Champions League.
No, bro.
No,
they won
the treble.
They won the league.
Treble and the Champions League. And
Champions
the same
League
year.
was Madrid last year.
Yeah.
True, I'm tripping. Never mind then.
This is why this guy had Ederson as well, bro.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I did have it because of that. Oh yeah, fuck. What am I thinking of then? Okay, yeah, the Rudiger then I think for me, just because of his trophies as well. But I remember when we were watching like Germany play, like he made a lot of mistakes too.
That Marino goal.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that second spot is like up for grabs based on performances of this year now, just because of what he won last year. I'm saying Rudiger.
Parsa, who was your CB duo?
I think Big V, obvious choice.
Doing tricks on it again.
Yeah, bro. He's Mr. Aura himself.
Yeah.
He's just such a rock, man. He's such a beast, such a specimen. I gotta say, second pairing, Rudiger. I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys see in that. I mean, physically, he's like crazy, a monster. He's like a Courtois, you know, he's big, like he just scares the opponent type of thing. But I don't think like he's like the smartest IQ type of defender. I was kind of stuck between Saliba and Bastoni. Inter's always had like a good defense, and I think Bastoni's like a key piece in that formation. Slightly different formation too.
Actually,
Bastoni is a great shout, yeah.
I might change my answer to that actually.
No, you can't anymore, bro. You chose Rudiger. You're sticking with me. You're sticking with me.
Bastoni is good. I mean, it's tough. I'm gonna go with Saliba though, Virgil and Saliba, because again, defensively, both have had great like most clean sheets last season. Arsenal, this season. I think Liverpool. So it kind of makes sense. Arsenal's only lost twice in the EPL. Inter's, I think, lost only once. So again, that was like one of the other things. It's like it's kind of tough. It's close. I'm gonna go for. I think that's like a crazy pairing, bro. Like having those two side by side. Like no one's getting past that. I'm sorry.
Bastoni was one of the players that I was looking at as well. So great shout for that. But I actually went for Van Dijk, obviously, like the best defender, I would say. Like honestly, in the last 2 years for me, bro. I know mans were saying Rudiger at one point, but in my eyes, Van Dijk was always just the best, bro. It doesn't matter like what you could be winning or whatever. The things that Van Dijk was doing is just insane. So he was one of them. The other guy that I actually had was I went for Gabriel instead of Saliba. The reason that I went for that was based off of the last season and that season. This season, he's been probably one of the best defenders in the EPL, I would say. I would say he's been better than Saliba with the goal contributions that he has as well. This guy's unstoppable. And then last year as well, he was a big player for them. Like, I remember a few Arsenal mans were like actually saying, yo, there's debate for like Gabriel versus Saliba, who's been better, because Saliba maybe was a little bit more calm and composed, but Gabriel was just that rock, that dog that they had in the back, and always came in clutch with the goals as well. I'm pretty sure he has the most goals like from a defender in the last 2 years or something like that, CB, or I can't remember what the stat was specifically. And he's improved a lot, in my opinion, bro, since he's been there. Like, he made a lot of reckless challenges and reckless decisions in the beginning when he was in Arsenal, but I would say in the last like 18 months or something like that, he's improved on that as well. So I opted for him. And again, Arsenal had the best defense last season, so I just felt that I should be rewarding them for that. So I opted for Gabriel. Van Dijk is in there because unanimous. And then so we had one Rudiger, we had Saliba.
No, Evie's Rudiger as well.
Evie, did you stick with Rudiger? You said
I think it's Bastoni.
And we have 4 different ones, bro. You didn't help us.
Okay,
No. If you, I honestly think this is a fair shout to the fans because it's pretty close. Like I don't think there's a unanimous decision here for a reason.
When you think of like Rudiger and Van Dijk and like Gabriel Saliba, they're like they're like the reliable center back, but Bastoni gives that other level to that team where like that you can do with like the ball playing, right? So I think like if we're thinking of like building a team, having Bastoni there might be a good like partnership.
I was actually seeing something very interesting about Inter. The way their tactics are, it's like their center backs push up a lot in general, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And their center backs are like they're pretty much assisting and stuff. If you look at Bastoni's assist numbers, it's kind of like abnormal for a center back. So like, yeah, he's, as I was saying, he's got really good ball playing abilities. He gets assists and all that. But it's like when you want to complement someone like a Virgil, you could say is like a ball playing center back as well, right? So a better complement to Virgil would be Rudiger, because like you need one brute and you need one guy who
What
can
about
play
Gabriel?
ball. Instead of Rudiger? Nah. Because then I want to put in like, because Gabriel hasn't won anything and Rudiger's won a bunch of things. So that's why I'm going to put in Rudiger.
No, but winning doesn't mean you're a better player, bro.
No, but like it's also, but like when we're
That's
making
a
our best
team
11,
thing.
if we're making our best 11, then we need to consider what the players won. All of us are making points about everyone.
I personally went with the way that I base it. I always go, when I look at these even awards and stuff like that, I go for consistency. Like, who has been the most consistent player, in my opinion? And I would argue that Gabriel has been more consistent than Rudiger, in my opinion. Like the full 2024, because that takes into consideration this season as well, right? And that's like 3-4 months. So
Yeah,
that's the way that I view it. Obviously, different people like have different metrics, like trophies and stuff like that, obviously. But like, I'm just saying where I came from. Because if it's trophies, then Rudiger's going in there, obviously. But like, if you're looking at it from like consistency, that's a different story, in my opinion. But honestly, bro, like if we're each different players, like I said, Bastoni was up there for me, so I'm okay with switching to Bastoni, and we have Bastoni in there as the left center back instead.
I'm fine with that too. I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I'll still stick with Rudiger, but Bastoni's great. All right, so Bastoni and VVD are our center backs. Now we are done with our defense. Honestly, that defense is looking nice. I can't lie. Looking very, very juicy. Now we are going to go to the 2024 midfield. Now, I didn't ask you guys. Did you guys do 4-3-3? How many midfielders do you guys have? I did 4-3-3.
Okay.
4-3 this time, yeah.
All right, so 3 midfielders. And then curious.
I heard MILF as well. Yeah. 3 MILFs.
Shit. What was I gonna say? Jasser, I'm curious. Who was your midfield trio?
So again, the way I've been going it is I've been considering last season as well. Like, that's why Carvajal made it. That's why Rudiger made it in my team. And therefore, I think Rodri has to be in there as well. And obviously, this guy won the Ballon d'Or. That's why I also chose Emi Martinez. He won the best goalkeeper. So going with being consistent. Yeah. Rodri is definitely in there for me. Then I had Jude in there, Jude Bellingham
Shocker.
again, because last year again he was unbelievable. And then he did have a really bad stint of form, but I think recently he's been picking it up as well. We have to give him credit for that as well. And
Bro, his best sense of form was in the last half of the season, no?
yeah, no, like it was he didn't have a really good. But then again, like the way I've been selecting is again based
His
on like
aura.
what the players want.
Okay. So is he your
how
CM? Jude is your CM.
I have Rodri, I have Jude,
Oh,
and
God.
then I
Who's
have a
your cam?
decision between Tony Cruz and Wirtz. I
Cruz
can't choose
is in
between the two.
Tony Cruz retired in June, bro.
But like again,
Bro,
I've been
that
going
list
over
just makes
last
no
year,
sense, bro.
I've been going over last year.
Wait, so who was it? Tony Cruz? Sorry.
Wirtz.
Fair.
So yeah, again, the reason why Cruz is in there for me is because again, like last year he was unbelievable, right? All of last season he was crazy. He was up there in the rankings with Ballon d'Or. I believe he was in the FIFA Best 11 as well. Yeah, like he was just unreal. And then Wirtz had like a crazy season. Like he was just like statistically he was crazy. Leverkusen were really good. And I still think he's performing really well. Because as you guys are saying, Tony Cruz is retired. There's a part of me that wants to like because he's retired, give him like that
No,
whole
you
rage.
do you. You do you. You do
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Who are you gonna put
I
in there?
can't decide between the two, but I think I'll go Wirtz.
Okay.
So Rodri,
Alright.
Wirtz, and Jude. That's my midfield three.
That's crazy. So you have Jude as a little bit back. That's not gonna work for you, brother, based off of in life performances. But you gotta have that brother as a striker at this point. But decent shouts. But Evie, I'm curious, who was your trio?
To begin with, I agree with Jasper. Like Rodri, obviously best player in the world. He won that.
Yep.
Best midfielder in the world for me, and you can see like Man City's impact without him. My other midfield to partner him. This might be a crazy shout, but I had Reinders there. Like he's having a great
I thought
season.
of him. I thought of
He has
him.
9 goals right now. Like he's on par for like a double-digit season for midfield, right? So that's crazy. Even he plays like center defensive mid sometimes too, which is what's really impressive. Even last season he did really well. Just the goal contributions were not there, but now we can actually see he's complete. He does everything. And even for Netherlands, right? Like he played really well in the Euros too. And for Cam, I know we're talking about like Wirtz having like crazy stats, but Cole Palmer had even better stats. And
For me, it's between them, yeah.
and he's actually brought like Chelsea back to competition now. I mean, the fans love him too. Like everyone's doing a celebration. I mean, Wirtz like he doesn't have that aura, bro. Let me tell you that.
Aura is a factor in this, eh?
Well, yeah, dude, it's Cole Palmer, man. Like again, especially like even the minutes that he had for England, you could actually see what he was capable of. So we can talk about like the international stage for that too.
I actually forgot about Cole Palmer for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and also like he's reached double-digit goals, double-digit assists last season, and he's on par this season too. So
Solid. Parsa, yours.
Cam is hard, bro, because I think there's a lot of talented cams right now. We're pretty spoiled with the talent we have at cams. Wirtz is a great shout. Musiala is a great shout. I think Musiala is probably the most talented of all. But in terms of pure performance, Palmer is the choice for me. He's just incredible. Like double digits in goals, assists were great last season as well, and like Evie said, he's on track to repeat the same thing. So he has to go in there for me. For Cam, for CM, it was tough because obviously you have the choices like Rodri, like you said, Cruz. But that's kind of like last season, and one they either retired or got injured really early on, so I can't include that. That's just too much time missed out. For my CM, I wanted to go for like a workhorse, just two powerhouses that can really get the job done, that are consistent, that can play make, but that can also like kind of defend, and they just don't stop running. And for me, that is a duo of Valverde and McAllister. McAllister might not always be the fanciest player that you might think of, but man, that he's amazing. He's at the heart of that midfield this season for Liverpool. He can do it all. He can play deep. He can come up and he can play make. And Valverde has been incredible, man. He has so much weight on his shoulder. I think the transition of Madrid this season has been the toughest for him because you have people like Modric, Cruz leaving, Modric aging, and he's really has to carry that mid. Pedri was up there, like I wanted to put him in there, but I haven't. With the injuries, it's been kind of tough. But with a full season, I would put Pedri over one of those, to be honest, because he's the next Iniesta. He really is. But I just haven't seen him play that much because of the injuries.
My cam, I was literally between Cole Palmer and Wirtz. I ended up going with Florian Wirtz. Both of them, they have pretty decent numbers. Okay, so I was looking at that right now. So last season, for example, goals and assists. Cole Palmer had 42. Florian Wirtz had 38. So they are the two top goal scoring and assister ones last year in terms of stats. Now I'm taking a look at the stats this year. Florian Wirtz has 12 goals and 8 assists this season, and Cole Palmer has 12 goals and 6 assists. Wirtz also has, I think, like 5 goals in the Champions League this season and a couple of assists or something like that. And then he also had that crazy season with Bayern Leverkusen last year where they won 2 trophies, right? And they're close to doing a treble. So I opted for him, but both are great. My second position, one of them was Valverde. I agree with Parsa. He's like a complete engine. This guy's running around for like 3 players, honestly. And he's clutch with some goals that he has as well. Some like bangers out of nothing. Like when they're in a tough spot, he usually does bail them out with some screamers. And I think he's probably been their most consistent midfielder this year, I would say,
100%,
overall.
yeah.
This season as well, like he's tearing it up. Probably one of the best midfielders in La Liga. That was my CM. And then my other player, Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner. Like I glaze him often. The only thing is like he's been out since September. And like I said, I did take into consideration injuries. I didn't want to be hypocritical of like having Rodri in there, but not Carvajal when they were both injured. See what I mean? So I didn't have Rodri in there. If he wasn't injured, like that brother would be there 100%. The thing is, I was debating it because like in different to Carvajal and another right back, I feel like the gap between them isn't as big as Rodri and another CDM in the world. Like Rodri, in my opinion, compared to second best CDM, like the gap is huge. So I was going back and forth in terms of like, yo, should I just put him in there? Because like he's the best in the world. But I honestly went with a shout that I think this player has been consistent throughout the whole season. He had a decent Euros and he's won trophies. And I went for actually my boy. I went for Granit Xhaka, bro. I think he's had a very good 2024 season. I would say personally, he had a stellar season last year with Leverkusen, and this year as well, he's doing bits. I swear he has like 5 goals or something like that already, I'm pretty sure, and a few assists. In my opinion, I think he's the engine for them as well, and he's kind of like the dictator for them. You have Verse that has all the creativity, and then Xhaka is the one that kind of dictates everything for them. If Xabi Alonso wants you and he praises you in press conferences very, very often, then I assume that you are a top-level player, and I had Granit Xhaka in there. I think he's been one of the most consistent midfielders in 2024, and I think a lot of people kind of like overlook him just because he's in the Bundesliga, obviously, and like he's in a CDM role, kind of. So that being said, boys, we have Rodri, who's going in there because 2 people had him. Yeah, so we have 2 Valverde, we have 2 Wirtz, and 2 Palmer. So that's the interesting part.
So we have 2 spots.
I think for balance, Valverde should go in there, and then we decide between Wirtz and Palmer. Because having Wirtz and Palmer, both of them, I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, for sure.
And the midfield.
If Valverde's in there, who's the other person that's in there?
That's the thing.
Wirtz and Palmer.
Do you guys want to leave it then a 50-50, I guess? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I would say leave it for the
50.
like fans to decide. Yeah.
All right, no one's budging on Wirtz and Palmer. So let us know what you guys think. Let's go to left wing, bro. Let's just get rid of that because I feel like that's going to be a fairly simple one fairly quickly, right? I had Vinny Jr. in there. Anyone else not have Vinny in there? Like, or are we all... Would you have Rashford?
Garnacho.
Okay.
How do you know my Rashford pick, bro?
I'm dead.
I have Vinny, obviously.
Jasser?
Vinny.
Parsa? Did you have Vinny or no?
I had Rafinha.
He didn't have Vinny. I don't think he did because he's typing away right now. So I
Yeah,
know he's
yeah,
searching
I
something.
was
was looking at their stats. I didn't have Vinny, bro. I had Rafinha.
Really?
I
I
knew
rate it, bro.
I knew
I
it.
rate it.
I don't like Vinny. Like I like the whole like the Ballon d'Or stuff. Like kind of like ruined it for me.
Honestly,
You know?
bro,
He didn't take it like a champ, bro. Like
You're gonna make me-
like his whole character and personality. Like
I knew he was looking at
Hey, we're
Rafinha,
judging
bro.
the
I
play.
knew it.
Rafinha's better this
Player.
season for sure. He's better in Brazil for sure. Last season, Vinny, yeah, he was better. He was number 2 Ballon contender. Like I said, I think I'm always gearing towards this season. So I am gonna go with Rafinha because he's just tearing it up, bro. He's
Yeah,
incredible.
but Gen wanted him gone last season. Like that's how bad he was.
The
Oh
hell?
no, he never said that about
I
Rafinha
remember
last
you
season.
were like, "Oh, I hate Rafinha, bro. Like you could sell."
he misses chances and he still
I'm talking
does.
about last season.
Yeah, he misses chances. I never wanted Rafinha gone, bro. No, I don't want him gone. I wanted Leva gone. Yes, Lewandowski. I wanted that brother gone. But Rafinha, no. I like Rafinha. He's a very hard worker, bro. Like
He gets
yeah,
more to the team than
I
Vinny, bro.
love players, bro, that play with a passion. Like even if you're not the best, bro, like I love players that just die for the badge, and he's literally that. He's our captain right now as well. Nah, I would never bash Rafinha. Lewandowski, a different story though. That brother's dancing on TikToks. But anyways,
So
so
does he play right wing or left wing?
he plays everywhere this year.
He plays Cam too, bro. Like,
He
are
plays-
you really not
he
gonna
plays-
take that
he
over
plays-
Vinny?
He plays left wing actually mostly this
He's
year
so
and
much
Cam.
more
He doesn't play
flexible,
right because
bro.
Lamine is there.
Yeah, I thought he
You just hate Vinny, bro.
Bro, if anything, I would take Mbappe over Vinny in that
Alright,
position.
bro. Relax.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's just crazy. Like, bro, come on now.
Sometimes
But,
I'm
yeah.
too. What does he say? Sometimes I'm too
Sometimes in
competitive.
that life, I'm too competitive.
That guy kills me, bro. You're making me want to switch to Rafinha as
Nah,
well,
nah,
man.
nah,
Switch,
nah,
bro.
I know you chose Vinny, bro. You gotta stick with
Bro,
it now.
Choose
If
Vinny.
Barca-
That's propaganda, bro.
You know what's crazy? Before we even made the choice, you said that all of us are gonna choose Vinny. You're like, oh, it's gonna be an easy choice. That means your heart was already set on Vinny. Parsa is just swaying you.
Bro,
right
I
now.
just don't think
And just
I'm actually
because-
surprised you
just
chose
because you're
Vinny,
a
bro.
Barca
Listen to your heart.
Just
Listen
because
to
you're a
your
Barca
brain.
fan, you're like, oh, I chose a
You're
Madrid man. Now I
surprised you
need to
chose
go.
Vinny.
Exactly. You're surprised because man's call me haters of this,
No,
haters
yeah,
of that.
Stick with Vinny,
But
bro. Stick with
I'm just a
Vinny.
realistic man, bro. I
Stick
give
with
props
Vinny.
where it's
Don't
Yeah,
due.
listen to
yeah.
your heart. Stick to the facts. It's Vinny.
Nah, yeah, I'll go with Winnie.
Although he
Yeah.
is a crybaby.
Vinny,
I'm fine with that.
he's not the most pleasant person. I can't lie, bro. But I'm very happy that he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. I just think he overall in 2024 he has been the best left winger. Second half of the season for Madrid, that's when he shined. Basically, he was injured the beginning of the season, which is why he went down in my Ballon d'Or rankings. But if we're doing, like I said, 2024, which is technically the second half of last season, that's when he stepped up. And this season as well, he's doing decent. Rafinha has been better this season, but he's been doing decent as well, Vinny. So I would go for Vinny.
All right.
3 Vinnies. So Vinny is our left winger. Okay. Now, do you guys want to do right winger or striker?
I
Which
think
one do you
everyone's
would
got the
be-
same right winger.
Well, no.
I don't know about that, bro. I
There's
can't
two
lie.
names, though, that's for sure.
There's two
Yeah.
names. Oh, okay, fair. Okay.
There's 2 names.
And
All right. So
Okay.
let's do right wing then. Okay,
Let's do
right
right
wing. Evie, since you said there's 2 names, who did you choose for your right wing?
Man, it was tough. It was between Yamal and Salah. But I think I'm going to go with Salah just because of how crazy he's been this season. And Yamal is still young, right? So his consistency is not like perfect right now. Actually, he has been pretty consistent. Like he's been pretty good every game. I'm just thinking like Liverpool's first Champions League, they're first in the Prem. Barca is not first anymore. So, and
He has the most assists in 2024, just so you know.
oh, does he? Okay, but what about the most goals?
No,
Yeah, so Salah beats him there by a mile, don't know?
I don't know. But Salah doesn't have the most goals of a winger in 2024, or does he?
No, I think he does.
He might actually.
He might actually. He might actually at this rate.
Right,
Yeah,
he
probably
might.
does.
He's got like some ridiculous amount of goals right now.
Yeah, I think he does, bro. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
other wingers like. Actually, no, Vinny. No, Vinny
No,
didn't have
he
that
doesn't
many.
right now.
No. It's Salah.
Yeah, he might then. He might. But anyways, I will. If we're tied or anything, I will try and convince Mans to join the other side. But anyway, so we have one Salah. Jasser, who'd you go with?
I went
Salah.
with Salah. Yeah, look, dude, he's got 36 goal contributions in 25 games or something like that right now. Top scorer in the Prem, and as Evie said, Liverpool are first in Prem and UCL. He's probably like Ballon d'Or favorite right now, in my opinion, as well. To be really honest,
Yeah.
Salah is probably the Ballon d'Or favorite. I gotta put him in the team. Just right winger Salah.
Parsa, who'd you go up?
Yeah, bro. Between Lamine and Salah, I think I have to go with Salah. Lamine is incredible for his age, and beyond that, I think he's like second place in that position, anyways. And he's been consistent, but like sometimes his decision making, I've noticed like in some games, like when it comes to the final thirds of the pitch, and I feel like Salah can make better decisions. He's a little bit more clinical, and the stats prove it. I have to go with Salah.
Fair. So no need to even hear mine, but I will back my boy. It was between Salah and Lamine for me. Could be a little bit of bias, but I went for Lamine. I do think that he has been the most consistent right winger in the world in 2024. I know that's an outrageous take because he is 17. Maybe not the beginning of the season because that's when he's first started, but like the second half of last season, so early 2024, he was producing in the UCL as well. Against Napoli, PSG, got an assist. I think the biggest mistake that Xavi made was subbing out Lamine when we went to 10, a man down. Because he was literally the one that was creating everything. He got the assist or whatever. Like, I don't know why he subbed him, but I think that if Lamine was still there, I think he would produce, and maybe we would have still gone through. That's my opinion. The Euros, he had a goal contribution at 16 and 17, and every knockout round in the Euros, bro. It's unheard of what he did. And then this year as well, to be 17, and he's up there stats-wise as well with assists and stuff. Like, he's just insane. I had to give it to him, bro. Like, we've never seen a year from a 16/17-year-old like this man probably ever.
Where was Salah in the Euros, bro?
But that's the thing with Salah. Like, for example, so I was narrowing it down, and Salah, like, this season, obviously he is tearing it up, but Salah wasn't playing in the UCL last season, and he also wasn't playing anything during the summer as well. So for Lamine to have that consistency, basically, have no break after or whatever, literally, and come back this season and be like, yo, I'm still producing, I'm still doing this and that. Props to him, bro. Even this year, he's pulling up against Madrid, right? Calma. He's pulling up against Bayern. He's pulling up against everyone, bro. Like, it's unheard of.
Liverpool were still in the Europa League, no?
What? Yeah, it was Europa League.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Though. It's not like Salah wasn't producing there.
But still Europa League, bro. UCL 17, producing against Napoli, PSG.
Nah, but like I just think that like Salah this year, like there's a reason why everyone is saying like he's the Ballon d'Or favorite right now. Like it's what he's doing this. You have to consider that, right? And look, Lamine's gonna have his time to shine. He's gonna become the best player in the world. But like, I genuinely think Salah, like I'm saying this as a Man United fan, I think Salah gets disrespected a lot with the Ballon d'Or rankings. I think Salah doesn't get respected as much as he should. So,
I think he's number one now for a lot of people.
No, for now he is, but like, bro, like he doesn't even get like top 3 shouts.
Bro, this man has Muslims putting up Christmas trees, bro.
Yeah.
That's more. I've never seen that type of pull before.
Yeah, like Liverpool fans are like all worried about him, like posting that Christmas picture. Yeah, title race might be over.
That brother bringing religions together, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
So Mohamed Salah, he is our right winger for 2024. Now we are going to go to striker position. Jasser, who is your striker?
Harry Kane. Harry Kane is my striker. If you look at what he was doing last year, it was crazy. He had insane numbers. And honestly, like when you just look at like the striker position, like I feel like he's the most complete striker. He fits the team the best. And honestly, genuinely, like statistically, he's been amazing as well. Right?
Yeah.
Like, look at what he's done for Bayern last year. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure it was absolutely absurd.
He had 36 in the league, I think, last year, which is
36 in the league in 38
games. That was the best
games.
in top 5 by a mile.
Yeah. So he like broke Lewandowski's pace at like how he got to that number or something like that. I remember there was like a pace thing he broke. Yeah.
For a certain amount of games or whatever.
Yeah. So it's got to be Harry Kane for me. Just as a player, like when you look at all the other striker options, he's the most complete striker. I'll give it to him.
Evie, who'd you have?
I agree, Harry Kane. Enough said.
Yeah. Parsa? I think Parsa went for someone else because again, he's typing away, bro.
He's typing away, bro. Man's got to choose someone else.
He's trying to find his arguments.
Like for me, the two most complete strikers right now are probably Lautaro Martinez and Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Lautaro hasn't been that good this year, to be honest.
This year, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lautaro this
season,
season, bro, kind of like lackluster. Holland is lackluster, so Harry Kane is just consistent, but bro, I have a bias against like strikers that play for Bayern Munich because like they have those like 7-0.
Yeah, they got those squad battle striker stats.
Like even I think in the period like just recently they won like 6-0.
They won 9-2 in the Champions League though.
No, but they literally just played like recently Bundesliga game 6-0 or something like that. Like everyone was on the score sheet. So it's like
didn't you do it against United in the UCL?
No.
When?
Yes. No. Wait. He did score. He scored twice against us. No, he only scored one. You know what? One second. Let me check this. How many fucking goals did he get against us, man? Fuck you.
That's crazy. Man's got to check if it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think it was 1. I think it was 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry to interrupt.
It was 1.
Yeah, I think I can't really see anyone else. Honestly, I think Harry Kane's been just like he's just such a classy striker. He possesses all the skills that you need from someone. Like he can create, which is one of the reasons that Holland gets a lot of hate. Is that if someone's creating for him, then the game plan is gone for him. He could maybe take up a body or two by just his presence and distract the defenders. But I mean, how much can you do that? Like being able to create is way more valuable. Yeah, I think Harry Kane is the best striker in the world right now, and also Ballon d'Or contender based on how the UCL goes. I think it's gonna come down to that because both Pool and Bayern are probably gonna win the league. So I think the UCL is gonna be interesting.
I hope
Mm.
Bayern win, man, not Liverpool. I really, really hope Bayern got it. Bayern or Madrid, one of them.
Unanimous, Harry Kane. I had him as well. Most complete striker, in my opinion. Most goals and assists, I'm pretty sure, this year. But surprisingly, Lewandowski apparently has the most goals in 2024. It was between him or Haaland, realistically. Like, if we're thinking about it. But, like, Haaland, bro, like, that brother without KDB is...
Stay humble, huh?
Yeah, ever since that "Stay Humble's" quote, I think there was like a stat about it. Like he's only got like 3 goals in like
Yeah.
You
12
said-
appearances.
You were saying that he's more important than Rodri, bro, when we did the...
Yeah, because I looked at
Damn.
like overall seasons, like multiple seasons. So in his old Man City career, I do think that. Yeah.
You still think that Haaland is more important than Rodri to them?
Yes.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't know about that. He
That's
gets
a
like
hot
7
take.
touches a game now, bro.
Yeah, fair. Alrighty, that is our combined 11 for the 2024 year. Not a lot of explanation needed, but we have 3 awards that we are going to be doing for 2024 as well. Let's start off with the best, this is pretty unanimous, I feel like, best under 21 player in
Yamal.
2024.
Yamal has to be.
Kobe
Lamine?
might. No, Lamar.
Lamine?
Yeah.
Arda Güler, anyone? Endrick, anyone?
No.
There are a couple of people that during the summer were saying, yo, Arda, stuff like that. But
You do not know
no,
those people.
no, okay. Okay, so yeah,
I think
Lamine,
I
bro.
live with one of those people.
But yeah, Lamine, bro, like nothing needs to be said, honestly. When do you think he's gonna win his first Ballon d'Or? Do you think he will win a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think give it like two more years, 2 or 3 more years max.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Yeah, special talent. Okay, so best manager of 2024. Who would you give it to?
Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah,
Kinda?
but that's
Yeah.
like the obvious pick. I don't know. I didn't do much research on like the managers that are doing best with like a worse team. Like if I had to base it off this season, like Nuno Espirito Santos. Like Nuno has been coaching Nottingham, right? So he's been really
Dude, Nottingham Forest, bro. Please win the Prem. Do something. Stop Liverpool.
No, but I was even looking at like his interviews and just like I know he just seems like a good person too. So I know he's like probably doing like pretty well at like bringing up youth into the team and stuff like that, which has been translated into good style of play. Just to like make it like a more agreeable discussion. I would say like Ancelotti as well. But again, I didn't do much research on like the best coach with like the most underperforming team or whatever.
Parsa?
I had Nuno, bro. He took a 17th place team to second. They're not gonna finish second. We all know that. But the fact that they're even here, and it's not like 2 months into the season, like midway into the season, they're second place. That is, I think that's unheard of for at least the recent years for Nottingham, because I know they used to be like a beast of a team back in the day.
More European pedigree than Arsenal.
I actually want to
Yes.
know
Yeah,
from
exactly.
our Premier League predictions. I'm sure one of us had Nottingham going down. Damn well may have been me. But one of us had Nottingham going down. I do remember this.
Anyways, we'll take a...
Yeah, I'm actually changing my answer to Gasperini actually.
I was gonna say that, bro. God damn it.
Yeah, Atalanta's first now, and they won something last year, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
a good shout.
for me, it was between Gasperini, but I'm not gonna go with Gasperini. I am gonna go with Xabi Alonso, me personally, just because everything that he did with Leverkusen. But between Gasperini and Xabi Alonso, it was for me. I just think like with the teams that they had, they brought out the best out of those teams. I feel like for the whole of 2024.
Yeah.
Leverkusen this year as well. They didn't start off the best in the Bundesliga, but they caught up to Bayern as well. Like obviously. Bayern slipped a little bit as well, but like they're still doing their thing. And then in the UCL as well, they've gotten some decent results. So I went for Xabi Alonso, but Gasperini is a great shout. For me, is between them two. And then last but not least, best player of 2024. Anyone have someone in mind?
I think we all. It's going to be a 3v1 right now.
3v1 is
I
crazy.
think it's going to be a 3v1. We know exactly what the names are. You guys
So
are
who-
going to choose Rodri, and I'm going to choose Vinny. Let's go.
No,
I was gonna say Vinny too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with Vinny.
But honestly, like it's not like the days of Messi and Ronaldo. You know, like it's like
Nah.
it's not as like fun to like watch in that sense. But I would just say Vinny, just because I can't think of anyone that would have been better, and also like has won as much as him like this
Yeah.
year. So
Okay, Vinny, and then Parsa. Who's yours?
you guys have Salah winning the Ballon d'Or, but you're saying Vinny?
Yeah,
Salah is based off of this season, though.
Mhm.
Vinny is the full 2024 for them. I assume.
yeah, and I'm also bringing in last season too.
If we're bringing both of it in, then I'm gonna have to go with Lamine, because there's still a potential for Barca to win the league, and it's diminished a little bit, but it's still there. It's still strong.
Gent
He
texted you
won-
beforehand to say that.
Yeah, no, because he bro, the Euros performance was one of the best, like one of the most incredible performances I've seen by a teenager. ever. That was just like insane. Like that Euros, like I was twerking for Spain, bro. Like I didn't even come into that competition being like, oh, I want Spain to win, but
This guy's
bro,
twerking.
when I saw the way these guys were playing, like I was getting like these like flashbacks to like peak Spain, bro. Like you know, with Ini and Xavi and everyone else in the mid. Like it was like Footy was coming back type of shit. So that was really amazing. It was glorious. And for a 17-year-old to do that, 16, 17, incredible. He's continued into the season. I mean, Vinny's close up there, but for me, the Brazil performance was kind of a disgrace. And like I said, everything else that he did, bro, like I just like I look at things holistically. I can't like I'm sorry, I can't like put him in there. That's the way he behaves. It's just disgusting. So I'm gonna go with Lamine, bro, my boy.
Proper. I went with Lamine as well. He's my player. In the words of Jorge Mendes, he is the best player in 2024, but people do not want to acknowledge that because he is just 17.
Yeah, I already gave him the under 21 trophy, bro. I'm not giving him the best player.
Yeah, same, bro.
I think he's been the best. Bro.
Okay, we can't be doing tricks on it now, bro.
No, I think he's been the best, bro. Like he was the best player in that Spain team, in my opinion.
Bro, we literally chose Salah over Yamal.
I know. I chose Lamine though. I'm good. I can continue with my.
So how did Parsa choose Lamine?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And he put Salah as a right winger.
Because for that, I'm thinking best like right winger this season. For that one, like best player overall, like I'm taking everything into account equally. But best player, I kind of have a recent bias towards it.
Okay, sure. But Yamal, let's... Yamal, yeah. Yamal, you could say he's been really, really good since the Euros. That's when it started, right?
No, bro.
You don't think end of last
He
year?
was good last year too.
I told you he was
good, but he's not to this level. He's not to this
was,
level.
bro.
You think he was?
He did go up.
He did
go up a level in the Euros, actually.
I think that's when he started becoming like this.
That's
player.
because everyone had their eyes on him during that time, bro. But I'm telling you, he was balling up against Napoli and PSG, and that was, when is that? Technically like February, right? So that is,
but maybe it wasn't best player in the world type of balling out.
he was balling out, bro. This brother who had like 30-year-old mans, 20-something-year-old mans doing skates. But anyways, so we have two Vinny and two Lamine. Interesting. Hey, there you guys have it. That is our combined team of the year, basically, for 2024. A lot of great shouts in there. There is one spot that is a 50-50, and that is the cam position between Cole Palmer and Florian Wirtz. Let us know who you guys would have in there. But overall, very solid team, I would say. Great year of footy overall, 2024, you know. Looking forward to the new year. Again, happy New Year's to everyone. From everyone from Footy Gents, we will see you guys on the next episode. Until then, take care. Peace.